Hey guys, welcome to Belly Strong and week 40 of pregnancy. You are almost there. It's almost time to meet your little one. And I know at this stage you might be heavy and struggling, but congratulations for still working out. And just a reminder, at this late stage of pregnancy, this close to labor, you don't really want to be working out super heavy and hard. So take everything at your own pace. Make sure it's slow and you're not pushing too hard, so when it does come time for labor, you're not tired. We're going to start with a warm-up in standing. So spread the legs just a little bit, and you're going to take one arm overhead, one arm under, as we just warm up the shoulders. So it's a nice easy switch from side to side as you keep breathing. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Clasp the hands behind the back, open the chest, and we've got a few head rolls. So head comes down to side and rolls over to the other. And switch. Nice and slow. Just feel all of those neck muscles stretching. One more each way. Okay, release the hands, open the legs a little bit wider with toes pointing out. We're going to plie as we go down and then really reach up towards the ceiling. So you're stretching out that upper body. It's not about how low you get, we're just warming up right now. So you can keep that plie relatively high if that's a bit more comfortable at this stage. Reach down and up. Down and up. 3 more. 3, 2, and 1. Into some butt kicks. So you're just bringing the heels up towards that buttocks in a relatively quick movement, so you feel a stretch on the fronts of those thighs. Once again, nice easy movement. You're not pushing it too hard. Keep the pelvis slightly tucked under here. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And back to the beginning with those arm swings. You can add a little bit of trunk movement as you get a bit warmer. Really stretching those arms overhead. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hands behind the back and neck rolls. Forward and to the side. Open the chest. Pull the shoulder blades down. Three, 2, and 1. Into our plies, down, and then really reach up towards that ceiling. Down and up. You can give the glutes a little bit of a squeeze at the top. Helps you keep your balance and will also warm up those hip muscles. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and into those butt kicks. Try to keep the thighs in line with each other, so as you kick backward, the leg doesn't come forwards. You really just want to stretch out those quads. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just a final mobilization before we start. Bring those feet nice and wide, and you're just rocking your hips from side to side. Your trunk is staying in the middle, so it's relatively still. It's more just the bottom half of you, that pelvis, moving from side to side. And you might feel a little bit of a pull in the groin area or a stretch in those inner thighs. And that is what we're looking for. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, into a little bit more movement and exercise. We're going to start side on, slight bend in the knees, hinge forward. You're going to bring your hands forwards into a clasp or just have them together here. And the movement is a twist to one side and a twist to the other. Twist and twist. So as you can see, the hips are not moving. We're isolating that movement to the top half of the body. So we've got a trunk twist. You should feel a little bit of abdominal tension as you twist from side to side. So a little bit of standing ab work, but also spinal mobility. And switch. Keep the chest open, shoulders relaxed. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back into standing. We have a squat with an overhead reach. So you're going to sit back down into those heels. As you come up, one hand overhead. And then other side. Reach, squat, and reach. So you can do this with a one-handed reach, or you can keep those hands clasped and reach overhead with both arms, giving a bit of an extra pull on the wrist of that hand or the wrist of that arm as you bend over to the side. Pick a pace that works for you. Remember, you don't want to tire yourself out too much prior to labor. 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come into a first position. We've got a plie pulse. So you're really turning those hips out. So you want your knees and your feet pointing in the same direction. Squeeze the glutes, slightly tuck the pelvis under. Bend the knees, keep pushing those knees open as you pulse here. So small movements up and down, but we're really squeezing those glutes, trying not to let the knees drift inward and forward. We want to keep pushing them out with each pulse. Pulse and pulse. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and coming back up. Let's do those all over again, starting with that swing. Slight bend in the knees, hinge forward, arms forwards, and we've got a twist. Side to side. Try not to let the hips twist with you. It's a small upper body twist. Six more. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Back into that squat with overhead reach. So bring those feet wide, make room for that belly, and squatting down as low as you're comfortable before adding that side reach and bend. Down and up. Down and reach. And if you want to, you can do this with hands clasped. Add a bit of a pull to that side bend. Down and up. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring the feet together, heels together, toes out. Really try to rotate those thighs out as you drive the heels into the mat. Down into that pulse. Here. Keep pushing the knees out, squeezing the glutes, tucking that pelvis under. And breathe. For 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the last one and slowly squeeze up and then relax. Okay, so just shake out those hips a little bit. We're moving down to an all fours position. So rolling down or just stepping forward into a kneeling position. Come into an all fours position here. And you're going to bring one hand slightly center and the other hand is going to come behind the back. If this is too much pressure on the wrists, you can come up onto a fist here. And we're just doing some bracing in this position. So let the belly go. Inhale. As you exhale, bring that baby closer to you as you feel the ribs flatten and the core engage as the abdominals tense. Hold and then relax. And I want you to keep pushing up and out of that bottom shoulder because right now we're also working those shoulder stabilizers. And again, inhale as you exhale. Lift, hold, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Just 2 more. As you exhale, brace. This bracing is also going to be important for rehab, post-delivery. Last one. Lift, brace, and relax. Switch over to the other side. One hand behind the back, push out. of that bottom shoulder, and we brace as you lift that stomach towards you. Hold. 3, 2, 1, and release. Exhale. Lift again. Hold. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Last 2. Hold. 3, 2, 1, and relax. And last one. Hold. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Okay, so now we've warmed up that core region. You're going to come down onto your elbows here. Walk them a little bit forward, so hips are slightly in front of the knees. And we've got a few shoulder shrugs here, or just shoulder pushes. You're going to sink into the shoulders and then push out. Sink in and push out as you keep an abdominal brace. Down and up. So this is for mobility of the shoulder blades, and we're also working some of those shoulder stabilizers while maintaining core stability. The further forward you bring the hips with proper form, the more you'll be working those muscles. But remember, it's not about getting everything to burn at this stage. It's just about movement and a little bit of strength and activation. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And come back up onto those hands as we do a few pelvic circles. So here I just want you to circle the hips one way. So let it be quite a free, relaxed movement. You're not really trying to make the circles as big as you possibly can, although they can slowly get bigger as those muscles loosen up over a few reps. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and change direction, other side. Letting that belly go as you arch the back. Just getting that pelvis moving. 5 more.
Any ideas?
3, 2, and 1. Okay, now we move into a side lying position, which is always nice because it means you get to lie down for a bit. You're going to support your head in your hand and have the knees slightly bent in front of you. Brace the abdominals. As always, we want to stabilize before moving. You're then going to take your top leg out to the side, making sure that your ankle is in line with your hip, in line with your head, so all one straight line. Your top hand can be in front of you, on the side, on your hip, or pointing up to the ceiling. You're just going to lift that top leg straight up and bring it back down. Up and down. So we're working these side hip muscles and these obliques with this exercise. Up and down. Keep breathing. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a quick break if you need to. Otherwise, we're going to turn that foot in. So toes are now pointing downward, or a little bit more downward. And you're going to lift again, keeping the toes pointing down. So you should feel it in a slightly different place in that hip and buttock region. Up and down. Try to keep those hips stacked on top of one another, not rolling forward or back. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take a break if you need to. Otherwise, our toes come forwards or pointing forwards again, and we've got tiny circles with that heel. So here it's really easy to let the upper body start rocking forward and back, but I want you to keep that absolutely still. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Circle the other way. Breathe. Almost there. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and relax. Just bend that top leg all the way up. Let it fall across the body and give that hip a bit of a rub as you continue to breathe. Okay, what is done on one side must be repeated on the other. So you're going to switch sides and get into that same starting position. Head on hand, knees slightly bent, abdominals braced. Okay, take that top leg straight out in a nice straight line. We're going to start with those leg lifts. Try not to let those ab muscles go. We want to keep that tension in that core region. Up and down. Not about height, it's about controlling everything else while that leg moves. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a break if you need to. Otherwise, turn those toes in and lift again. Feeling it slightly further back in the glute. Up and down. Breathe. Inhale through the nose, exhale through that mouth. Six more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take a break if you need to. Point those toes forwards again. And then we start with those really small circles. So really tiny movement, but I want to make sure that everything from the hips up is nice and still. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Change direction, circle the other way. This is our last bit. We're almost done. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and just bring that leg over and across. Give that hip a bit of a rub, a little bit of pressure. Okay, sitting up, it's time to stretch it out a bit. So come to a sitting position, place your hands behind you and have those knees open wide. You're going to drop the knees to one side. You're not pushing them, you're just letting them drop as far as they will, and then switching to the other. Drop and drop. So here we're getting those hip joints mobilized, the pelvis, the low back, just loosening up everything in this region. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay, bring one leg in front of you, other leg out to the side. Sit up nice and tall, and you're going to bend over towards that leg. You should feel a bit of an inner thigh or a hamstring stretch, and possibly a bit of a side stretch here too. Okay, coming up, you're going to switch sides. So other leg out, sit up nice and tall, and hinge towards that leg. Breathe. Okay, both legs in a cross-legged position. You're going to hook one arm over the opposite knee and use your backhand to add a bit of a twist. You're then going to keep this twist as you round the spine slightly, tucking the chin in. Very, very small movement. Okay, other side, opposite hand on the knee, add that twist. And then slight rounding of the spine as you tuck the chin in. Okay, just give those shoulders a few rolls back and down for 3, 2, 1. Inhale. And exhale. Okay, let's make our way back up into standing, because that is the 25-minute workout done. If you're still pregnant in a couple of days, try out our 15-minute workout and keep watching Belly Strong, because we will have postnatal recovery videos for after you've had your baby. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon again on another Belly Strong video.